case. What happens here stays here. That's what a prosecutor says a local teacher told two 16-year-old students about her home before having sex with them. A pair of students testified today that they both had sex with Colerain High School teacher Julie Hautzenroeder on the same night.
They offered jury explicit details of an encounter they say took place this spring in her Loveland home. Local 12's Jeff Hirsh joins us live. He's at the Hamilton County Courthouse with the testimony. Jeff?
Yeah, there's no way to discuss this trial without using some language and descriptions that some people may find offensive. So if that's you, tune out for the next minute and a half or so. This was some very specifics and explicit testimony by these two teenage boys, one of whom said that having sex with his teacher was like a fantasy coming true.
Anything like this ever happened to you before?
No, sir.
You'd had sex before, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Had you ever had sex with a teacher before?
No, sir.
Have you ever had a sexual experience with your buddy in the room?
No, sir.
That was one of two Colerain High School students, both 16, who testified that he and the other student had sex with science teacher Julie Hautzenroeder in her apartment after smoking marijuana.
She got 2 condoms and came back and turned the lights off.
Did you see the 2 condoms?
Yes, sir.
Where did she get those from?
The other room.
The teacher allegedly had oral sex with that boy and intercourse with the other, all 3 in the same bed at once.
Had you ever had sex before at that point?
No, sir.
Had you ever used a condom before?
No, sir.
Some of the most dramatic testimony came from a 19-year-old friend of Julie Hautzenroeder who picked up the 2 boys and brought them to Julie's apartment, but left before the alleged sex took place. To this witness, Julie was a lifelong friend and mentor.
She was my babysitter when I was 6 weeks old.
And have you known her that entire time?
Yes.
You're not happy to be here, are you?
No.
Can you tell us why in your own words?
I love Julie so much, and I love her daughter, and she has done everything for me my whole life. And I love her, and I've always loved her.
The witnesses testified also, the 2 boys did, that the alleged sex happened while Julie Hautzenroeder's 7 or 8-year-old daughter was sleeping in the other room. Now, they also testified that after spending the night having sex, Julie Hautzenroeder made them breakfast and then took them home. Ironically, they said the name Miss Hautzenroeder, her nickname in school was Miss Hotz, and that's obviously a play on her name. But now it is just amazingly, tragically, and sadly ironic. Jeff Hirsh, Local 12 News at the courthouse. Back to you.
Jeff, thanks very much. Hautzenroeder resigned her job after the allegations came to light. She's charged with 2 counts of sexual battery. If convicted, she could get up to 10 years in prison.